as of now, I'm 3 weeks away from having my precious honey bun, my piglet. And it's getting more and more painful for me to carry her. And quite honestly, I feel like she could pop through at any time. But who's to say? I just know I'm super ready to have her. I'm tired of these lower back aches and off and on nausea. Don't quite even know where that's strung in from, but it's like my appetite is very much back and forward. And yeah, I don't seem to be that sociable of a person. That's because I'm so uncomfortable on the inside. It's more of a mental and physical thing, really. Have a lot on my mind. March the 7th is my due date, and I'm ready for that day to come right now. I'm ready for it to be here, like, right now. The biggest fear that I actually have is going into actual labor and having her. I already know that part of me would probably need to be medicated, but I'm thinking about doing it the IV way rather than having an epidural. Quite honestly, I don't know why me and needles don't halfway get along, and I kind of feel like I'm going to jump as soon as these people stick me, so I'm just going to do this thing a whole different way. I still wanted to do it naturally, but with the way that these contractions, these Braxton Hicks been hitting me, I be ready to holler like right long and now, even when I have been sitting down for a while, and then get up and don't let me be traveling nowhere. Oh my goodness. By the way, I'm going to pause here and share something with you guys.
Most of you know during pregnancy, there are several screenings or those little tests done to ensure that you and your baby are healthy. And one of those screenings is for group beta streptococcus or GBS.
First of all, the lady who did my swab, I felt like she wasn't that gentle at all, and she was putting it in the wrong spot. The junk was dang near my freaking clit or whatever the freak it was. Like, I'm sitting up here like, dang, are you poking me where the freak, close to where I pee at? Or, because goodness knows you ain't nowhere near where you need to be, and I'm about to dang near ask you, can I do the junk myself? Even my mama was standing to my side, holding my hand, squeezing it as I'm squeezing hers. And I had a hood on top of my head at the moment, and she gonna grab the hoodie, and then she talking about some, look at mommy, and I'm sitting up here like, no, this lady don't know what the heck she doing. And she had the audacity to sit up here talking about some, come on now, you gonna have a baby. And I'm sitting up here like, says a person who claims that they have never carried a child before, and they can only imagine how uncomfortable something is when they had got an IUD implanted. So girl, do not do that. Same nurse that want to sit up here and remind me of what I'm fixing to sit up here and go through, this chick done sit up here and told me and my mama about when she had got her IUD implanted and how she almost had a fit and almost acted like a cat in a corner. So girl, do not sit up here and make a mockery of me getting this swab and you ain't even in the right place. And to be honest, even my mama had felt every bit of salty about what she said. Like, don't do no mess like that. And I can't stand when women don't act like women. I mean, who in the world is finna first of all, let alone I already don't like sprouting my legs open for a total stranger. So just by me having my legs open just for you to do what you need to do, and you ain't even going about it the right way, and then you want to sit up here and make a sly remark like that. Honey. Like, people in that type of profession, you need to be careful about some of the things that you say, because we as women, whether you're pregnant or not, on your period or not, we are some sensitive creatures, and there's certain things that you don't like for nobody to say to you, so don't say it to another woman, let alone just another human being in the first place. I just feel like, when you are in a profession such as a doctor or a nurse or whatever you call yourself to be, you have to be very careful of how you sling your words. Seriously. Of all things, I'm just glad that my mother was there. I'm glad that I wasn't there by myself. You know, I'll always be telling either her or my boyfriend, like, you know, when either one of them decide to come, you know, and be with me, it'd be a comforting thing. That's because, truthfully, even at my big old age, I really can't stand going to the doctor by myself. I mean, I just feel like I have a whole guard when I have somebody with me. So, yeah, I'm glad that she was at least there to hold my hand through the whole process, even though I was not successful with it. So, looks like I'm gonna have to have that antibiotic that I don't want to have before I give birth to my baby. Like, only unfortunate part, that's because this lady didn't go about this during swab right, and neither did I, because I'm sitting up here jumping like, hey, now. Yeah, so I gotta have this unfortunate medicine, and I don't even think that I can take penicillin. That's because I'm every bit of allergic, so I don't know what they're gonna do to me or give me. I just hope that I be okay really within this birth process. That's because I already know that I'm fixing to possibly be pumped with medicine, not only just given any, but as I had said before, I'm going to be going about it the IV way. And you know, just to not know that whether I have Group B or not, I still got to have this freaking antibiotic, whatever it is, or whatever they decide to do with me. So there's quite a bit on my mind, you know, as far as the pain, what this whole experience is fixing to be like, you know. So I actually need all prayers up. Yeah. Um, and I don't need nobody being lame talking about something you haven't even went through the hard part yet. Motherhood is not quite the thing that I'm scared of here, nor am I running away from it. The biggest thing is me going through this whole battlefield of what's in the now, you know, what's current. I know that I'm ready to do away with this discomfort in my body and ready to feel like myself again, you know, ready to have my body back. I can't stand carrying around these darn sacks on my chest and all of this weight to the front, from top to bottom within my midsection. And I'm ready to slim back down, travel, work, do it all, just so I can take care of me and this child. And I don't like when people be making it seem like, you know, it's not about you anymore. I can't stand when people say that. The way that I see it, it's about the mother and that child. You don't just forsake yourself. That's because you still got to take care of self, and what you don't have, that child ain't finna have. So no, I'm just as important. I would say that it's not just about me anymore, but I'm not finna say that it's not about me at all. I still got to be comfortable enough and fit to take care of this baby. And as far as I know, the motherhood doesn't stop even when this child turns 18. I still be needing my darn parents. They still be having to pull ways for me whenever I come short. So I know that there's going to be a time where she is going to need to come to me for whatever the case may be. You know, it could be anything, but I want to be there for her and myself. And that's even with a support system. I'm not saying I don't have one at all, but I'm one of the kind that has a pride streak, and I can't stand when anybody, even on down to the man or whatever in this relationship of mine, I don't want him nor my parents, you know, doing a whole lot, or really anybody too much for me. You know, I'm just used to my independence, and that's what I'm comfortable with. I like doing for myself. Oh, by the way, and I don't need nobody looking too deep or looking at me wrong for saying this, but if anybody has prepared me for motherhood, it was most definitely my little brother. And he had just turned 22 on the 16th of this month, y'all.
Y'all wrong.
Happy birthday to you. Love it, y'all. I love it. I love that. I love that. I love that.
Let me bless it.
Hold up. Wait. Let me get my video. Yeah, we ate the fancy way last Friday, so that was nice or whatever. I guess that was nice. But let me do a little kickback for y'all. Somebody probably gonna get me. That's my baby brother, y'all. I just feel like there were quite a bit of notes taken just from me taking it upon myself just to assist, you know, being there for my parents and actually helping to raise my little brother. Like, you know, there was I don't know how everybody's mental intake is, but I know that with me, I'm a bit sensitive when it comes to certain things that I actually want to learn. So with him, I feel like he was the biggest helping teaching tool as far as baby development, child development, and even on down from me deciding some years back to take up early childhood development. So I know that, you know, it's every bit of different when you have your own, but I feel like experience is the best teacher. And so just by me helping to take care of him and taking other kids up under my wing, whether I was purposely asking to babysit yours or let me take yours for a while. Like, you know, there was plenty of times where I had took some of everybody's kids and babies home and stuff like that with me. And I know that I've had some people to quiz me going like, why every time I see you, you always got somebody's kid? You know, that was just me. And y'all have no idea where the ministry was even in that. There were plenty of times where I've had young girls especially with me and around me and stuff. Well, y'all have seen that type of stuff before, but I've just always had a heart for children, and I knew that one day I was going to want to have my own. And so this is the beginning for me as far as, well, yeah, I would most definitely say it's the beginning for me as far as motherhood, but it definitely wouldn't be anything new.